Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. And Infosys SP and DSE hiring assessments are very close, and I know many of you are feeling nervous because the coding round level is expected to be difficult this time. So in today's video, I'll talk about last minute preparation strategy, how to approach coding questions, common mistakes students make, AI plagiarism detection, and the safest way to maximize your chances of clearing the assessment. So make sure to watch this video carefully till the end because these points are very important, and especially if your exam is tomorrow, because Infosys SPDSE exam will be started from tomorrow itself, so make sure that you are watching till the end and carefully. Now first of all, one thing many students are searching for is previous year questions and recently asked coding problems. We already shared resources in the previous video, and there we have already explained everything about Infosys coding questions, so definitely check that video. And now talking about the preparation strategy, let's discuss the most important topic, plagiarism and AI detection. Nowadays, many students think that they can use ChatGPT, Gemini, Telegram solutions, or other AI tools during online assessment. And yes, you can use, but companies already know students try these things. So Infosys especially has become very strict regarding plagiarism detection. And many students think if I just change variable name or rearrange a few lines, I'll be safe. But this is not true. Their system not only compare variable names, they analyze code structure, logic flow, typing pattern, submission timing, and similarity with mass submissions, and even your behavior during the assessment. So, for example, suppose a difficult DP or graph question appears, and someone immediately starts typing a perfect solution within 1 minute. Then the system already understands that something is suspicious, because naturally every genuine student takes time to read, understand, and try run the problem. So many students this year solved all the coding questions but still got rejected because their submissions were detected as copied or AI generated. So at the same time, some students who solved only 2 questions actually cleared the round because their approach looked genuine. So please understand this carefully. Clearing the round is not only about the number of questions you solved, but your overall coding behavior also matters. So now let's move to the actual strategy. The biggest mistake students make is thinking that I must solve all 3 questions. No, your goal should be solve the right questions properly, and you will usually get multiple coding questions. First, spend time reading all of them carefully. Don't immediately start coding after opening question 1. And sometimes question 2 or question 3 may match a pattern you already know very well. So for example, subset sum, partition DP, and BSF DSF sliding window, 2 pointers, hazing. Even if the question is not exactly the same, your brain will start recognizing similarities after reading carefully 2 or 3 times. So make sure that first you are reading the question carefully, and this is the key skill in coding assessment. Now coming to the pattern recognition, once you identify a question you feel comfortable with, and stay patient. Even if solving that question takes 1 hour or more, continue if you believe your approach is correct. And many students panic too early and jump between questions without completing anything properly. And now another very important thing, do not directly jump into coding questions. This is where most students waste time. First build the algorithm. Suppose you get a graph based question, then don't instantly start writing code. Instead, understand the input, think how you'll store the data, and for example, convert input properly, build a mapping or graph, apply traversal, process conditions, generate final answer. And when you divide the question into smaller parts, difficult questions become much easier. Okay, and another important thing is try running test cases. Before writing actual code, test your logic manually. And suppose you think a DP approach will work, but first try run it on simple input. Check your transitions, check base cases, verify edge cases, and only after you are confident with the algorithm, then you should start coding. And honestly, this single habit can save a huge amount of time. And now let's talk about AI uses realistically. I'm not encouraging you to use AI, but I know many students will still try using AI tools because the assessment is online and competition is very high. So if you are taking help from AI, then at least use it only to understand the approach, not to directly copy paste the solution. You can understand the approach from your AI chatbot and then write that code with your own understanding, like write your own code. Don't copy paste chat gpt code, because AI codes are very different from what students write. Okay, so direct copy pasting is the easiest way to get flagged. If you direct copy paste, then you'll usually get detected. So this process is called refactoring. Refactoring doesn't mean change the output, it means changing the structure and implementation style. And now another major mistake students make is not debugging properly. Suppose your logic is mostly correct, but one or two test cases fail, then not immediately leave the question. Most of the time, the issue is small edge cases, incorrect conditions, indexing mistakes, and missing ways cases. Spend time debugging patiently. And let me give you one example. Suppose there's a DP problem like added distance, and if you directly try to code the optimized solution, then your chances are high you get confused. So instead, first understand the brute force recursion based approach, build the recursion tree mentally, and most of these things you can do in your mind itself. Okay, so this saves a lot of time. And then think about optimization, then create the DP transitions, and this step by step thinking process is what strong coders follow during difficult contest. And honestly, the coding level in Infosys SP DSE can feel close to Code Force's 1400 to 1500 plus level for many students, so don't expect every problem to look straightforward. That's why algorithm building is more important than fast typing. And now coming to the final strategy for tomorrow's test. Stay calm, read all the questions carefully, identify the easiest pattern for you, build algorithm first, dry run test cases, then start coding, debug patiently and avoid direct AI copy paste, and write code naturally in your own style, not in ChatGPT style. And most importantly, don't think only about clearing round 1, because after this there will be offline round and interview. So genuine preparation will help you so much more in the long run. And I hope this video help you to understand the right preparation strategy for Infosys SP and DSE hiring. And if you found this helpful, make sure to share it with your friends who are preparing for the assessment, and also join our WhatsApp group. Link will be given in the description. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.